The kingdom, the kingdom.
Hey there, guys. I just wanted to make a little video to explain how I'm feeling, and because I've been feeling, I've been feeling really overwhelmed this evening. And I kind of realized that because recently I have been experiencing high creativity, connectivity, high drive, and also working, so like it's like suddenly I'm doing so many things, and they're all kind of connected but all kind of also different, so it's sort of like pulling me in everywhere, and I can do it all. But I think when I think about it, it feels overwhelming. And so I think also I didn't have too much sleep last night, and so that's probably a factor. Rest and downtime is so important. So yeah, but I'm fine ultimately, and I think. But it's good to observe, oneself, and understand that, well, I think maybe because of all these things have been going on, and because I started the podcast. This is like all last week. I started the podcast, which was a huge deal for me. I went to see a really good friend who was like, it was a really special visit, and an important visit for me, to see some people I love, but kind of the situation was a big situation for me and for them, I hope, and that was also like traveling away, and being out of my normal routine. Routine is actually something that's quite good for me. Anyway, and what else? Oh yeah, and then I have this. I started this job, working. Getting up early. I've only done one day, but yeah. I got up like super early again. I didn't sleep. I didn't go to bed early enough for some reason. I think it was because I think I need my downtime, and if I don't feel like I've had enough downtime, I'll stay up a bit later, but then the next morning I suffer for it. Although the guy I'm working for is great, and anyway, I'm going around the houses, I'm juggling a lot, and that's fine, because I can do it all. And there was one more thing. Oh yeah, and just I was offered some professional work as a performer. I haven't mentioned to you guys before on this channel, but I am a professional musician, songwriter, and so that's something else I do. I also paint. So as you can see, there's a lot going on, and it's fine. I think sometimes when you are given it, when you are you have things coming up, and all of a sudden they're there, you know, and you're aware that they're going to come up, you know, systematically, one after the other this year. It's easy to get sort of overwhelmed and have a dramatic feeling of, I can't do any of this. But actually you can do it all. And actually I know I have time, and I know it's actually all stuff that I do naturally. And I noticed myself, especially with a podcast, I guess I was so excited to have started it that my mind was kind of racing, and I was suddenly, you know, contacting different people saying, hey, you should do the podcast. And then I quickly, like, you know, like I'd asked like 2, 3, 4 people, and then suddenly it was like the list was just suddenly getting big, you know, and I thought, slow down, boy. So I probably should meditate or something. But again, I think it's fine. Sometimes we get overwhelmed, and I realized that today I got a bit overwhelmed, and we're only human. And oh, that's another thing that happened. I see, I'm just getting so many big realizations at the moment, as well as all the action. So it's like there was this one realization, and it came from a video listening to Alan Watts about the great Alan Watts, the guy who sort of knows about life. He's pretty well thought of in the intellectual sphere of things. And anyway, he had this amazing YouTube video about Vanaprastha or Vanaprastha. I think it's this thing. It's to do with this particular character in life, which I resonated with in this story, which is this Vana. He has the journey or the stage in life where this person would go back to the wild and live in nature. And that's something that I deeply resonate with. I feel a calling from to live like that. I've tried telling people my whole life, but nobody's really listened. So it's not their fault. We're all taught to live in this world, in houses. But I'll get there eventually. You know, it's like everything else. I just stay on my path, and eventually it comes. But yeah, I realise you can't have everything at once. So I think, you know, my mind was tricking me that all these things, you know, and then I realised, like, there were so many things, you know, all these deep thoughts and ideas and you know, and beliefs and feelings and then all the things I have to do, and then, you know, it's just all going on. So we get overwhelmed, and, you know, it's moments like this. It's okay. It's okay to have a spaz out, you know. When a child, a baby, you know, or a young child has a fit, has a little episode, you don't scold them for it, do you? You let them cry, you let them have a spaz out, and then you say, I love you. So I'm going to say that to myself tonight. I love you, Joe. Thank you for saying that to yourself, Joe. Yay! And say that to yourself, you know, because life's groovy, and we're real on this podcast, and this was today. So yeah, I'm gonna just get some sleep, and tomorrow's a new day. I'm gonna do some work, make some money. I'm doing up houses in South London. just another string to my bow. Yeah, day at a time. It's good enough for me. Praise the Lord. Peace.